the light. Like, ain't no life after you ain't big enough. Know them youngins mean business when they in their rental truck. They gon' spin till they dizzy or to pick them up. I've been focused on this paper. Coming out retirement, the dead play. Though man's with a he don't pay, I make him pay. I can stop the day with what I made today. Probably won't admit it, but I paid the way. Who else you know made all these millions and ain't signed no papers? Never made a statement. Wasn't there when we was rapping in the basement. They was throwing parties.
What are you spitting?
We misbehave, gotta keep an eye on my slim cause he's shady. He ain't know what he was doing. I had to school teach you how to turn included, how you jumping out of foreign pockets filled with all.
Sit back and enjoy.
Because you want to play with the water guns. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't some shit for real. He just know your game. You gotta switch it up against Wade.
This presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Now here's Booker. And here is Beal. Outside, KD. 6 to shoot. From the wing, it's rebounded by Hartenstein. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Durant, no good. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Devin Booker. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
That bucket in no time at all.
That's the ability to see the game a step forward. Durant has it and makes his teammate look good.
Over in the corner, Williams. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Off the inbound. Williams' shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to KD. Booker outside. Screen by Allen. Just 5 to shoot. Suns moving the ball around. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Here's Oklahoma City. Here's Williams, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Thunder have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
8 seconds, man. God damn.
For the Suns.
They ain't calling until they got to 15.
Call as they can't get it across half court in time. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of this scouting report. So with the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task, guys.
Thank you, David.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
Back to Durant. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Now, here's Bull. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Beal gets a wide open look. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein.
Yeah.
And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
We are talking about a 6'6"
hold up,
point guard.
hold up.
Shai
Give me a
has
second.
got a great view
I
of
got
the
you.
floor. What an easy pass.
Bull, that's good.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Phoenix making a change here. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 4. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Booker. And here is Dunn. He's guarded by Williams. Fader on the way. No good from Booker.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Williams
Come
can't
on,
get
Will,
it to
you're
go.
supposed to dunk that shit.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Booker. Done outside. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Booker. And it's good for 2.
Woo-hoo, that was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, here is O'Neal. After Lou Dort's miss. Dunn looking over the floor. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oklahoma City ball.
There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Hartenstein, you got to make that. 8 points in the first quarter.
He just happened to miss that one.
There's Beal with the 3. The putback is no good. Here's Hartenstein. And it's in. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Suns trailed by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort misses.
Hey, all today, huh?
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Holmgren can't hit. Suns trailing. Booker with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, we can't make shit, huh?
By Booker.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are in battle.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Dort. The Thunder with another miss. On the wing Lee for the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Thunder with it. They trail by 1. Williams' shot is off. Got a piece of it. Lee outside. Pass to Booker. Inside. Ball. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now Lee. Outside Beal. Pass to Lee. Clock at 6. Here's Durant. Driving to the basket. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Now here's Jones. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Beal. From the arc. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Second team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And it's Beal in the corner, all by himself, trying to get something going.
Well, Lou Dort sprints the floor, taking advantage of good defense by his teammate to get an easy opportunity.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. Here's KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Holmgren. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
No good from Booker. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Durant sends it back.
Well, how about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
He's looking for ball and finds him. Offline with the baseline jumper. And here are the Thunder.
Come on, play my game, man.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
It's a good foul.
That'll
That
be
was a
his
buck.
second foul of the game.
Play my game.
First team foul.
16 points, 8 points, 4
107
this
up
shit.
for the first half of basketball.
And that's just remarkable defense by Durant. Shooters definitely feel his presence when he's contesting like that.
Durant, money from deep.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
To the paint. Stolen by Durant. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Outside, Dort. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Lee. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Suns leading by 3. Back to KD. Pass to Bull. And Holmgren pulls it down. Williams for 3. No good that time.
No guy hit something. Yeah.
Booker outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach
Terrible
halftime.
game.
The Suns on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break.
No, I see what I gotta do though, but I ain't about to shoot a little jump because I'm gonna win.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
I got you.
Thunder trailing by 3. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
It's good from long range.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Good D by Booker. Suns lead by 6. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David,
calm down.
Show. Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank
you. But you ain't got to cry.
Tries yet again. Booker going to work inside.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some
potential. You're going to put all these toys up, too.
Thunder trailing by 6. Pass to Williams. Outside Williams. To the inside. Here's Wallace. And Ball pulls it down.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. At the elbow, Bowl. Pass to Beal. 3-pointer. And a great assist by Booker. As that one
yeah,
goes
you gotta
in.
wait. I help you. Hold on, you gotta wait.
Off the screen, you can see Bradley Beal is shot ready. That is how you do it.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Durant in the corner. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's sent back by KD. Booker, right side. Pass to Allen. KD looking around. 5 to shoot. Drains it from beyond the arc. Durant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Booker. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Allen, and it's Beal in the corner. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And that's money from Beal. He's so crafty at finding space in that deep corner.
Wallace misses.
no matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Booker, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. 15-point game. They get it again. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is
You're missing a piece. You gotta get another piece.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer.
You're missing this piece. Go over there and find that piece. Then I can put it together. Missing the piece to go to the bottom. That gray piece over there. Go get the gray piece over there in the toy box. There, the gray piece. You found it? Let's see. Go like that.
And both free throws good for Williams.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Outside Durant. Pass to Richards. Outside Beal. From downtown. Rebound by Williams.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Outside, KD. Back to Morris. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. From the stripe. And again, it's the Suns missing. Thunder trailing by 13. And there's the drive. And it's sent back by KD. And it's Beal in the corner. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Caruso. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Here's Richards. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. For Oklahoma City, they shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Second team foul. At the line for the
free throw.
It's a hot real call. We'll go faster. You gotta find it.
Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points. Outside for Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Win this for a quarter. You ain't doing nothing but sitting in the middle. I just got to pull up soda. You ain't doing nothing but nigga sitting in the middle.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store.
I'm about to beat that shit this fourth quarter. You don't want to 10-0 round right here. So we about to switch it up too.
Beal with it.
Switch it up.
Pass to Richards. Here's O'Neal. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Richards. No good
Let's
on the
switch that
shot
shit
at
up,
long
too.
that
Let's
time.
get a bucket right here, huh?
Trailing by 10.
Let's go get a bucket. You know what he's
Now
doing.
Hartenstein. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here.
Oh, yeah.
And the layup's
How
good
to
off
beat
the
that
glass.
doo-doo ass shit.
Hartenstein's got the first points up on the board here in the
I was
fourth
about
for
to
the
you
Thunder.
gotta beat that complete beat shit, alright? Nigga hanging in the middle. I'm just going back to it just now.
Alexander comes with the double team.
Yeah, let's go. We going the other way after this jump ball.
Official signals a jump ball here.
Going the other way. Yeah, we going the other way. Oh, let's go. Let's get a bucket, y'all. We know what he's doing.
With the ball.
There you go.
Guarded now by Morris.
And one.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
He misses the free throw.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you'd expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. Allen outside. Misses the three.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And there's the 3
Yeah, he's still
second
he
call.
hanging in the middle, so look at that. Middle.
At the line for the Thunder, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so he
Yeah,
hits the
take
technical
the
free throw.
bucket.
What you love about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander
Hey,
is this young man's
stay in the
work
middle.
ethic.
Stay
He is
down
a
and stay in
gym
the
rat
middle.
who's always looking for ways to improve.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Ball sends it.
Yeah, boy.
There's Beal with the three. It's Chet Holmgren
Never
with the
seen no
rebound.
computer shit like this.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Bull.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis. How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Suns leading by 8. They double-team KD. Booker hammers it down.
You can see when a guy like Devin Booker sees a lane to the rim, he's going to exploit it.
And he gets it to go.
Works that one inside nicely.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Durant for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And the basket is good.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Kicks it out to Allen. The tray. And the 3 ball is good. And the Suns lead by 9.
Such a reliable threat from range. You think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
That's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
To the middle. Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
What a good pass. I mean, Booker so unselfish, showing he's not just a finisher.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. That's going to send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker. Suns lead by 6. Outside Durant. Pass to Beal. Now here's Bull. Allen with the ball. He's guarded by Williams. Clock at 4. To the right side. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Now just a 4-point Suns lead. Allen's shot is off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
Out to the right wing. Back to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Pass to Holmgren. Beal with the steal. And so they foul intentionally. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Allen launches it. Beal can't get it to go. And here now the Thunder. They trail by 6. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
That's a big-time bucket. Lou Jordan has unshakable confidence.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You want it done or you going back? I'm going to split that shit next to you.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Get the small Hot Wheel cars. $5 for 20. Okay. Hmm? Hmm? No, nobody didn't steal your cars. They in here. You just gotta find them. Nobody didn't steal your cars. Nobody was here to steal your cars. You tell me. Where your John at? My screen on the stuck. I can't do nothing on here.